I am a part of the family, Mason. I guess you'd find out sooner or later yourself, so I'm going to be in control and tell you who I am. Also, you may be my only hope. And you have a right to know, Mason, who I am.
Sophia?
That's right, Kelly. Relax, relax. I'm going to help you, so breathe deeply and quietly.
Let me in there.
Eden, I can't work with you hammering on the door like that.
Let me in.
I'm trying to help your sister, and I intend to without your interference. I have nothing but her best intentions. You're the one who's disturbing her now.
Well, what are you doing? What's going on in there?
5 minutes, that's all right? Kelly, you can only hear my voice. I'm your closest and dearest friend, and you are going to put yourself in my hands because I can help you. Above all, you will trust me. I will not do anything to harm you. When you wake up, you will want to see me again. So you will come to room 101 at the Capwell Hotel. You will want to come and see me because you instinctively know that I can help you, and I will help you, I promise. So then our first meeting will be this afternoon at 1 o'clock at the Capwell Hotel. Do you remember the room number?
Room 101.
Very good, very good. Now, I'm going to wake you up. I will count backwards from the number 3. And when I reach the number 1, you will awake, refreshed, and you will not remember anything specific about our conversation, except that you will meet me in room 101 at the Capwell Hotel. 3, 2, 1. How are you feeling?
I don't know why, but I feel much better.
Good.
Did I fall asleep?
No, you were very relaxed, that's all.
My headache's gone.
Oh, good, good, very good. I'm going to have to let Eden in. She's been very anxious about you.
Kelly? Kelly, what happened? What'd he do?
I don't know, but I feel great. Eden, you can leave me alone. I'm all right. I can take care of myself.
Kelly, relax, be calm. You'll be fine.
You have to be strong, Kelly. Keep it all together.
Eden, he's dead. He's really dead now.
I'm sorry. Please don't cry.
Well, I think I covered most of it. Service will be tomorrow. Strictly family and close friends.
Where's it going to be?
The St. Saviour's Chapel. Everything else I think is arranged for. Flowers, all of it.
Well, you've done a fine job, son. I know Kelly is going to be appreciative. I certainly am.
Well, I could arrange some kind of reception after the ceremony.
No, Gina, don't. That isn't what Kelly wants.
Oh, well, if you're sure.
I'm worried about her. I want her here to stay with us.
Well, then you should talk to her about that.
No, she doesn't want to. I don't think she will.
Of course you will. Look, I know what it's like to lose someone that you love deeply. It's a trauma that takes months and months to get over, years sometimes. She needs to be among people who love her.
Well, why don't we just find out how Kelly feels first of all, okay?
Ted, at the moment, all she can feel is grief. It's very important that she doesn't have to make any decisions right now.
All right.
Oh, Dr. Rolante, how is she?
Well, I'm happy to say that she's feeling much better now.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Oh, we were glad you could help him.
It's not all that needs to be done. She's still very tense and fearful, but she's calmed down considerably.
Doctor, could you join us for lunch?
No, thank you. I've done everything that I can here. I have an appointment, so...
Well, I'll see you out then.
Yes, goodbye, Ted.
Thank you very much.
What do you think of her state of mind in general?
It's very important that she sees someone now on a regular basis, someone that she trusts. An emotional scar like this can affect your whole life. You will have to be very patient with her.
Yes. Well, I want her to move back into the house with us so we can protect her. I think that is very important, don't you?
You're gonna have to stay here with us now, Kelly. You've come home.
Imagine. Sophia, I had no idea.
I know.
It's incredible. You know what this means? You know how many people this is going to affect?
You had no idea, no intimation at all.
No. None at all. It's unbelievable, Sophia. Nobody has ever fooled me like that. All right, who else knows you're still alive? Certainly not Dad. Dad probably doesn't. What about Eden? Well, of course Eden does. I remember at the wedding reception how hostile she was toward Miss Carlyle. How odd I thought that was. Well, no wonder.
Mason, that doesn't matter right now.
Oh, you're wrong. You're wrong, Sophia. It matters a great deal. Can you imagine Dad's reaction when he finds out?
No, wait. I didn't tell you. I didn't tell you that I'm alive to hurt anyone. I did it because I want to help Kelly. I want to go to Kelly and I want to comfort her.
Oh, really? As who? As the Contessa or Miss Carlyle? Or do you have other, more exotic disguises?
No, Mason, I want to go as myself. I want to go as her mother.
That's almost a disguise right there, isn't it, Sophia?
Very unkind, Mason.
If you want to see Kelly, I don't know why you haven't done it. Why are you asking me for permission?
I'm not asking for your permission. I am asking for your help. I'm asking for your support. Eden knows that I want to go to her, and she's doing everything she can to prevent it. She doesn't want anyone to know I'm here. She wants me to go back to Europe before anyone knows I'm alive.
She wants to hide you from Dad, especially, I would imagine. You've changed, Sophia. Or I've grown up. Maybe you haven't changed.
No, I've changed. Time and unhappiness change everybody.
Is that true? Have you been unhappy all these years?
Being forced to leave. Losing my children and my stepson, yes.
Well, really, you include me in the list of people you've missed. How very flattering.
Mason, I've always loved you, whether you believe that or not.
Oh, really? Why? I was another woman's child.
We had a very good rapport, Mason. Oh, you resented me so much when I first married your father and moved into the house. You fought with me. You wouldn't accept me. You argued with me. I remember you even told me one time I wasn't as pretty as your mother.
I remember.
But I understood. Then after a while, you realized that I understood, and you didn't fight with me so much.
Yeah, well, what we had doesn't really matter, does it? It's what we have to face now. And I think it'd be a very bad idea if Kelly's mother, whom she's thought dead for 15 years, should suddenly walk back into her life. She's got enough to deal with as it is.
Mason, can't you see that I want to try to give her something back, to exchange something that she's lost?
No, I don't see it that way. I don't see you as a substitute for Joe. Nobody can take his place. Your return's not going to make her forget her pain. So no, Sophia, I'm not going to help you.
I'd prefer to have you on my side. But if it can't be, it can't. And I'm going to do it with or without your help.
I'm sure you'll find everything to your satisfaction. We were able to give you an office that faces the east, so you'll get the morning sun and not that murderously hot afternoon heat.
Well, yes, that's very nice of you, but I specifically requested Office 101.
Yes, that's what you have.
Well, good. That's wonderful. Then have my things arrived?
Yes, surely. We've already put them all in there.
Well, you're going to have a hard time doing anything with Kelly against mine and Eden's opposition. You can try. We won't make it easy for you.
I don't understand why you're being so cold.
Well, what do you expect me to do, Sophia? Throw my arms around you? You aren't my mother. Don't think you've won me over. Because if it hadn't been for you, Dad would have taken my mother back.
Did he tell you that?
I knew it.
Oh, Mason, you're being unfair.
And if he had gone back with my mother, there wouldn't have been any other children. I would have been the only son, and Channing Jr. never would have been born.
I knew you resented him, but I didn't know.
You didn't know how much, no. Nobody understood. Well, Sophia, there's a lot you didn't know, but you might as well know that my life would have been a whole lot better off without you in it. I know that we can't change the past, but I can't help but wish it had been different.
If you've intended to hurt me, you've accomplished it. Wait, please, wait.
What is it?
What are you going to do, Mason? Are you going to tell the others?
No, Sophia, your secret is safe with me. But if I were you, I'd step up your timetable about telling people you're still alive. That's what you intend to do. I just don't know what you intend to accomplish by it. By all of this. What is it? Is it Dad? Do you have some fantasy about getting him back? You think his feelings for you haven't changed?
I don't know.
Well, who do I ask, Sophia?
I meant, I don't know if I'm going to tell your father I'm alive or I'm not going to tell him. If Kelly weren't going through this, maybe I should just do what you and Eden want so badly and leave Santa Barbara forever.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I don't buy that. But I do think I know what you have in mind.
Really? And what is that?
Well, I think you intend to stick around. And I think I know what else you're after. I just hope you're going to consider the effect it'll have on all our lives.
I never do anything without thinking it through. Sometimes I wish I could act more impulsively.
Give anything to know where you've been for the last 15 years, Sophia. How you managed to stay so well hidden. I thought Lionel had killed you. Channing thought the same thing. You have no idea the havoc that little piece of misinformation caused. Why didn't you tell me?
I want to tell you. I will tell you.
Well, tell me now. I need to understand. Don't you understand that?
Yes, I do. I can't just say, oh, I was here or I was there. It's going to take some time.
Mr. Capwell, I was sent to tell you that the meeting between the mayor and the chief has started, and you're supposed to be there.
No, I'm sorry. I lost track of the time. Tell him I'll be there in a minute, okay?
All right.
I want you to know, Sophia, I'm going to make it my personal responsibility to see to it that you don't get away with trying to manipulate any of our lives.
I would never do that. Do you really think I have these dark, ulterior motives?
Let's just say that I wouldn't be surprised. I'm going to leave now, Sophia, but we're not through with this. I have a lot of questions yet, and I'm going to get answers to them. So you be prepared for that. Sophia, still alive. Well, it looks like the Capwell family roller coaster is about to go off the tracks.
And if you do come back here to live again, Kelly...
Hey, it's not a question of if. Of course she's going to come back here and live, aren't you, honey?
I don't know, Daddy.
Yes, you are. We wouldn't have it any other way.
Anyway, what I was saying is that when you are home, you don't ever have to worry about being lonesome. Because we're going to be here for you, all right? And we're all going to think about things that we can do for you.
The important thing is that you'll be here where you belong.
No.
Yeah, you all right?
Yeah, sure.
Look, are you listening to me?
Yeah, I am, Ted.
It's as if she's withdrawn from us. She's running away. I've never seen her like this, Daddy.
I know, honey. We're just going to have to be patient. Sweetheart, would you like to lay down and rest for a little while? I know how hard this is for you. And I promise you, it'll pass in time. Now, you've handled big problems before. I know you can do it.
think I can go on without him, Eden.
Of course you can, honey. Don't talk like that.
I need him now, and he's gone. He's never coming back.
Darling, listen. I've got some doctors, some very good doctors, and they can help you.
I don't want your doctors, Daddy, okay? I don't want anything to be like it was before. I can take care of myself. Why do you people keep treating me as if I'm sick? I'm not sick. Who wouldn't feel the way I feel right now? And I'm not asking for pity, okay? I'm just asking for space. I don't want to be suffocated.
You're right. You're right. Look, don't get mad at us for being so insensitive and clumsy. We're only trying to help.
I'm sorry, but you all look at me so strangely, and you're always trying to soothe me as if I've just come home from a mental institution.
I'm sorry. We're all sorry. Look, we're all trying so hard to make sure that we don't do anything wrong, that we are doing everything wrong. Please be patient with us, too. Huh?
I think I better warn you, Mason. It's not a very good time to visit, okay?
Ted, for me, it's never a very good time for a visit. I'll simply have to take my chances. Thanks for the warning.
Oh, hello, Mason.
Gina? Everyone? I came by to see how Kelly's doing.
I don't think she's up to having visitors right now, Mason.
I'm not a visitor.
It's all right, Daddy.
Thank you, Kelly. Couldn't feel worse about what happened. You know that, don't you?
Thank you, Mason.
Mason, I would like to talk to you for a minute.
Dad, I just got here. What are you trying to do?
Please, no more fights.
No. I'm sorry. I'll be right back.
You have any idea how precarious Kelly's condition is?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm afraid that she's about ready to have a breakdown. I just want to make sure that you are not going to say or do anything that might push her over the edge.
Damn it, Dad. I care about her as much as you do.
We've been trying to get her to agree to accept some psychiatric help. I'm willing to get the best specialist in the world to come here, but she refuses it.
Dad, why do you always feel that you have to buy outside help? Don't you think just being here with her family is the best medicine?
Of course I do. That's why she's here. That's why she's going to stay with us.
Doesn't much seem to want to be here now, does she?
No, and I don't understand that either.
Dad, I don't know if you realize it or not, but all your life, well, all our lives, you've been mystified anytime one of us had a serious problem. Now, when are you going to learn from experience? People have problems, serious problems, even Capwell's.
Mason, if you've come here just to be sarcastic...
I came here to help.
Well, then do it, damn it. Quit aggravating people. Look, see if you can persuade Kelly to talk to a doctor.
All right, I'll see what I can do.
Kelly? Kelly, it's for you. Okay. It's Mrs. Perkins.
No. I can't talk to her because it was my fault.
No, it is not your fault, and she knows that.
No, she doesn't.
Well, what am I supposed to do then?
I don't
Kelly,
care, Ted.
Kelly, look, you don't need to talk to anybody that you don't want to, all right? Come on, why don't you try to eat something?
Kelly, you mustn't feel responsible for what happened.
Of course not, honey.
What time is it?
It's 20 past 12.
Perkins.
Why?
I'm sorry, she can't get the phone right now.
I have to go. Right now, I have to go.
Where do you have to go, Kelly?
Right.
I have an appointment
With who? Where?
with someone that can help.
Well, can I drive you?
No, I'll drive you. I'll drive you.
Can we go right now? Eden, are you ready?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know what to do. I've never seen her like this before. Tears and grief I can understand, but this indifference and withdrawal...
Yeah, but she's still got the funeral to face, too. But if she can get through that, and maybe about a week after that, I think she'll be okay.
And she's young and she's strong.
I think you're all saying what you want to believe. Truth is, we've got a problem with Kelly. We don't know what to do about it.
You have any suggestions?
No, well, you were right. We have to provide outside help. I've seen a lot of people go through what Kelly's experiencing. A lot of them go to pieces and never recover.
Now, that's not going to happen to Kelly.
Well, we hope not, Dad. But she's got to find some way of coping with the trauma. And from what I can see, she's not dealing with it very effectively.
Yeah, but it's all been so recent. You have to give her time. After all, time is the best medicine.
I think we have to do something fast. Listen, I've got to make a personal call. Can I use the phone in the study?
I suppose so.
Thank you for your boundless generosity.
I wonder what Kelly meant by an appointment.
Yeah, I wondered about that too. But I don't think we should pressure her. Anyway, she'll be with Eden, so she should be all right.
Oh, will you two excuse me?
Of course.
Thank you.
Ted, this is very much like that terrible period after Channing died.
Yeah, I guess so.
All I know is that we're going to have to pull together on this thing now. We're going to need all of the love and understanding that we can give Kelly to get her through this, and we're not going to fail her.
He's not answering in the room. Well, did he leave? My Kelly. Kelly, how's Kelly?
She's better. She's taken very hard, though.
I saw Mason this morning. He knows who I am now.
Told you if you stayed in town long enough, everyone would know. How did he find out?
I told him.
You told him?
I had to. I wanted him to help me find Kelly and to see her. But he refused. Like you did, like Eden did.
Please, try to stay out of things now and let me handle them. Kelly's under my care. I will make sure nothing happens to her.
I feel so helpless.
Yes, please, don't make any more disclosures to anyone. It just complicates things. I have to hurry. I want to set to my office. I will talk to you later, yes?
Okay, thanks. Bye. Didn't hear you come in.
Mason, I want to talk to you.
All right.
I need to know exactly when Hank is getting out of jail.
I told you. It looks like the day before your wedding. But if you're planning a confrontation with him, I'd advise against it.
I'm just so afraid that he's going to show up here all of a sudden.
Yeah, I can understand your concern. Would be a bit awkward, wouldn't it? Dad found out about Hank. I bet he'd call the wedding off in a minute. You know, maybe you should speed your wedding plans up a bit so that you'll be safely married when Hank does show up.
Don't be ridiculous. I just want to know how I'm going to handle the situation. That's why I'd appreciate your advice.
Mine?
Mason, you're an attorney.
Well, yeah, but I'm not a marriage counselor for nearly-weds.
Mason, please. Help me.
All right, all I can tell you is that if I were you, I'd make sure you're in as secure a position as possible when Hank does come knocking on your door. You're going to need all the help you can get. I had a little altercation with him myself, and I can tell you he's not a pleasant man to do business with.
You don't have to tell me that.
No, you have your own history with him.
Mason, what I want to know is, do you think the mere fact of my knowing someone like that would bother Cece so much that he'd want to call off the wedding?
Yeah, I think it's possible. You know, he's not very forgiving of past mistakes. I think he would expect his own wife, like Caesar's, to be above reproach.
Hank was in my past, and that's all over now.
Thought you were home free, huh?
Mason.
Gina, we have to pick our friends with care.
I didn't pick Hank. Hank picked me. Mason, I don't know what to do. I can't just say, change the wedding date. He wouldn't understand.
Well, that's something you're going to have to deal with on your own, Gina. But I can tell you this. If the truth about you and Hank does come out, you'll get a lot more support from Dad if you're already married to him than if the wedding is still pending. You think about that. You're a bright girl. You've come this far. You ought to be able to figure out something to take you the rest of the way.
What are we doing here? What's going on?
I don't want to be late.
What kind of appointment is this and with whom? When did you make it?
It's an important appointment, okay?
You are deliberately trying to be mysterious. You know I don't like to know.
Excuse me. Can you tell me where I can find room 101, please?
Oh, you want the new doctor's office? Yes, through the arch there. Turn to your right, then left. You can't miss it.
All right, thank you.
Our doctor, who's that?
It's someone I have to see.
But you just told Daddy you didn't want to see a doctor.
I know what I said.
You were deliberately being secretive.
Well, there you are, Kelly. Good. We'll be right back, Kelly. Would you excuse us for a moment, please? All right, Eden, what is it?
I want to know what's going on here.
Listen to me, Eden. I'm trained to help people. It's my profession. I went to college for 4 years, med school for 4 years after that. I did my psychiatry for 3 years. I did my internship at the Dr. Freud Institute in Vienna. I'm on the staff at the Antwerp Hospital for the Criminally Insane. I'm good. I've had years of private practice. I'm very good.
You were also very good at the gaming tables in Europe, weren't you? You were with my mother then, weren't you? Weren't you?
That happened a long time ago. Why do you bring that up now?
Because I'm curious. You and Sophia spying on me. Why didn't Sophia come forward and tell me that she was alive?
I can't speak for Sophia.
Then speak for yourself. I want to know why you were there. What the big deal was. If Sophia didn't want to come forward and tell me, then you were there for something else.
As I said before, you're a very mistrustful woman. I do not intend to substantiate any of these fantasies of yours. If you'll excuse me, I have a patient waiting.
Of course. I want copies of all the reports and those graphs at the meeting. And I think it would be a good idea to have the production bosses there. Yes. As soon as we possibly can.
Oh, Ted. Are you going to be all right?
Yeah, I'm okay. Just thinking about some stuff.
Well, I just want you to know that you're not alone. And I know how you feel right now. You knew Summer.
Yeah, a little bit. Sorry about that.
Well, you're not alone, and neither is Kelly or your father. What that poor man has had to go through, I just hope I can make things a little easier for him. But the most important thing now is family. At a time like this, we all have to stick together. That's the way it has to be. That's the way I feel about all of you.
Yeah, I know that. You know, you're really terrific.
Well, it's nice to see you two together.
Yeah, she's a nice lady.
That, my boy, is an understatement.
See, you two have to be the rocks. I just want to help out, be a part of your lives.
You are.
I'm glad you're here. Would you please tell me who Marcello really is?
Yes, I want you to know. He is a famous and a renowned psychiatrist in Europe, Eden. His techniques are innovated. He's well respected by his colleagues. He's very well published, many papers and monographs that are highly thought of.
And do you know that Kelly is in his office right now?
Yes, I do, and I'm very glad. Marcello has a wonderful ability to be perceptive with people, to look into them, to make them get out their grief and their pain. If any doctor can help Kelly right now, it's Marcello.
Don't you think he has any ulterior motives in wanting to help her?
No, of course not. He's a good and decent man and takes his profession very seriously.
You know, Mother, I about as much believe him as I believe you.
Eden, wait a minute. I don't want you to interfere, for Kelly's sake. Marcello saved my life. I might still be institutionalized if it wasn't for him. If anyone can help Kelly through this grief, it's Marcello, I promise you that.
I hope you're right. You know, our family's been going through a lot of trauma these days, much of which you've caused.
That wasn't my intention. When are you going to believe that?
Your coming back to our family is going to tear us apart. I hope you know that.
Don't even think about that right now. We must concentrate on Kelly. When she gets through all of this.
Will you go away then?
I'll talk to you soon.
She was seeing Marcello. I can't tell you, I was a little surprised.
No one said anything?
No.
Well, I think that's good. I mean, he has made a difference. If he can help her and she wants to go to him for help, I can't see any harm in that. Let's give it a chance, honey. Don't worry. And I'll have him thoroughly checked out.
Well, Mason already checked him out. He's supposed to be some hotshot in Europe.
Well, then?
Well, I don't know. I don't really know why I'm so suspicious of him, but I just am.
All right, I'll talk to him, too.
Good.
When Kelly comes out, you tell Dr. Amati that I would like to see him at my house at 4 o'clock this afternoon.
Well, I'll tell him. I can't promise he'll say yes.
Well, tell him that I want to discuss his fee. That's something all doctors are eager to talk about. He'll come.
Mother, why are you always last at the table?
No. Oh, please. Oh, my God. You're my mother. You're dead.
Marcello?
You're supposed to be dead.
Marcello?
Why are you...
Eden Kepwell! Train is moving through the tunnel. You can see nothing except a faint light at the end of the tunnel.
Yes, the tunnel.
She's completely under. Did you see what was happening? Her pupils were dilating. The shock was too great, her psyche could not handle it. I can wipe out from her mind any memory of you, any thought of ever having seen you. That is what you want me to do, yes?
I guess.
That is what you want, is it not? It is for her own good.
Yes. Oh, then please help her.
Eden, can you hear me?
Yes.
Your mother is dead, is she not?
Yes.
So what you saw was a mistake.
Yes, a mistake.
It was a mistake.
Yes.
Now, Eden, the train is still in the tunnel. When it comes out of the tunnel, you will not remember seeing your mother. You will only remember seeing me. Do you understand?
Yes.
I'm going to count to 3. When I reach the number 3, the train will be out of the tunnel and the lights will be on. You should leave. 1, 2.
Why are you doing all this, Marcello? Is it just for me?
Kelly, there are many stages of grief, and we all experience them. First, there is the denial of grief. And we feel empty. We can't cry. We have no sorrow. We feel empty. We cannot do anything. It's the shock of losing. And then as that passes and we're able to finally confront the enormity of what happened, we become very aware of our own mortality. And we start experiencing a fear of our own death.
I have felt that. But I also feel so selfish thinking about myself at this time, you know?
That's very common. It's very common. And then the next stage is guilt. And we start playing if-only games with ourselves. If only I had told this person how much I really love them. If only I had done this or that to prove it. And then we become angry. And we get angry at ourselves. We get angry at God. And we start asking, why? Why did this event happen? What is the justification? And very often, we can become angry at the person who died. Why did so-and-so desert me just now when I needed them most? But of course, time does its work, and eventually we accept. We learn that we can go on, and that there really is a life after death. And very often that life becomes much more meaningful because of the loss that we suffered.
But Marcello, I can't deal with my feelings. I can't stand the feeling of emptiness of everything, and the ache.
Kelly, I know this is going to sound hard, but you must not deny your emotions. And don't ask them to perform tricks for you. Don't do what you think other people want you to say or feel, or what you think you're obligated to say or feel. You let your emotions rule you. Yours. Not your father's, certainly not mine. Not anyone else's. Yours.
But you know, my family wants to help me. But they also want me to cooperate because it makes it easier for them.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to help, Marcello, but I just don't have the energy.
Yes, that's why it's important to have someone on the outside that you can talk to, someone objective.
And with your understanding, Marcello has really helped me out. I can't tell you.
Good. I hope so.
May I come see you again?
Of course, anytime. I'm here for you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thanks. Ready to go, Eden?
Okay. Dr. Armonti, my father would like to see you this afternoon at 4 o'clock.
Where?
He'd like you to come to our house.
Very well. I'll be there at 4.
Wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. The thing is, Eden, just talking to Marcello made me feel better. You know, I feel like I've taken a step forward, kind of.
Well, I'm glad he's able to help you, but... Oh, never mind.
Eden, I'm going to see him again.
You can do anything you want.
Look, I wanted to run from everything. And Marcello just made me see that I had to face things, that I had to face my feelings. You know, I should call Joe's mother. I was so scared to call her before. That's just not fair, you know? I mean, she needs somebody as much as I do right now.
That's a good idea.
Hi, Marissa, it's Kelly. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I haven't wanted to talk to anybody lately. Yeah, of course you have. Did Ted tell you about the arrangements he made? I know, he's been wonderful, hasn't he? I know, Marissa. I miss him, too. I'm sorry. Hey, listen, after the funeral, do you think we could get together and talk about him for a little while? I mean, do you think that's wrong? Okay. Okay, thank you. Eden, she's so lonely without him. You think things are gonna be okay? I mean, you think they'll be right again?
Yeah.
I just hate that I can't do more for your children.
You've already done a great deal, Gina.
Yes, but it's done as an outsider because I don't want to intrude. I don't think I can really help them until I'm an official member of the family. And then, of course, I could do so much more for you, too.
Well, it's only going to be a little while longer, isn't it?
Well, it seems like an eternity to me. Every extra day we have to wait is just so difficult for me.
Well, I don't want that either. I suppose you're right. No, it isn't fair to involve you into family crises when you're not a member of the family, officially, as you say.
Oh, well, fairness has nothing to do with it.
Well, there's no law against moving the date up a few days, is there? I mean, we could elope, couldn't we? I mean, you don't have to be teenagers to elope, do you?
Well, you sure don't. And just think about how romantic it would be, wouldn't it?
Yes, I think there are quite a few friends that I could surprise and shake them up a little bit.
Yes, I bet that would. Oh, Cece, did Eden say when they'd be coming home?
Well, they went over to Kelly's apartment. But she did say that Kelly was feeling better, and I was relieved to hear that. Now, if we can just persuade her to move out of that place and come back here with us.
Well, right after we're married, I'm going to try to persuade her to do that because I know it would make you feel so good.
Well, I hope she's here by that time. Yes, Mary, what is it?
Mr. Capwell, Dr. Amante is here to see you.
Oh, thank you. Would you show him in, please?
Well, I'll leave you alone so you can talk to him.
Thank you, dear.
Bye. Hello.
Hello. Mr. Capwell, you wanted to see me.
Doctor, thank you for being so punctual. Please sit down.
Thank you.
I want you to be aware that I am very grateful to you for what you've done to Kelly, and I'm very indebted to you for it. I understand that you're going to see her again.
Yes, a few more sessions, yes.
Well, whatever you both feel it takes. Obviously, she's responded to your treatment. And I want the best assistance that she can have to help her get through this. I also want to make sure that you're well compensated for it.
Oh, I don't want any more than my usual fee. But I also want Kelly to be independent of me. That avoids a prolonged treatment, you see.
Of course, however long it takes.
I also feel that she has a definite emotional need right now, and I believe I'm probably the right man to fill that for her.
Yes, I know. I haven't been the easiest person for my children to communicate with. I love each of them dearly, and they're all important to me, equally so. But somehow I just haven't been able to convey that to them.
Well, sometimes the love and concern that a parent feels is exactly that which inhibits communication.
Well, that's certainly my case. I can think of my son Channing, and when he died, and Joe went to prison. There was a time there when Kelly was inconsolable. We just couldn't get through to her. Family stayed together and gave her great love and understanding. I'm sorry. Dr. Armonte, are you all right?
Oh, yes. Yes, I'm fine. Fine, thank you.